Like a roller coaster.
Are you someone who can't wait to turn your passion into a career? You don't have to.
Random ad as I was trying to play a track. Hello, welcome to the stream. My name is Shane, or Shenanigans, and you probably know that already if you've been part of my stream before. And yes, this is Thursday night. I was trying to find some intro and outro music for my stream, but that's okay. We've got an intro song, so that's cool. And yes, it is Thursday. What a day. How are you, Eva? I'm about to get WoW going, but yeah, no, thank God. What a week it's been. Feels like it's been a month in 1 week. Anyway, we're here to have fun. We're not here to complain. That comes another time. But yes, I am currently going to be just catching up on some WoW stuff. It feels like it's been a few days since I've done some serious wowing. I did a little bit last night, but head wasn't really in gaming as heavily as it normally would be. So I decided to just call it a little bit earlier than usual. But yeah, I'm alright. I'm aware that tomorrow is going to be a very full-on day. Not necessarily in a bad way, but like I just feel like there's going to be a lot of combo things in a row. So like the work day itself is going to be quite busy. And then I'm looking forward to then streaming when I get home, which is good. And then I'll have my D&D at the late at night portion. So like I just know it's going to be long and busy, but I'm going to be enjoying the later half of the day. So it's fine. It's just because I feel like work is going to be busier than average. So that's more what I'm thinking about. But no, it's all good. Look at my tarty little showing butt cheek She-Ra character. Yeah, I'm happy to collab tomorrow. Yeah. Just bear in mind, I'm aiming to be home by 7 or before 7. But if you want to start yours for 7, with the knowledge that I might be like 10 minutes late at the worst case, because it just depends on traffic, really. But yeah, no, I'm happy to do that because, to be honest, I probably use Saturday as like a Temtem or a WoW stream, because I'll do like a longer period of time. So yeah, Friday works for me for this particular week for DBD and Fortnite, whatever we can fit in. Because then I'll get a good 3 hours that I can contribute to stream. So yes, that shall be good. And last week, yeah, fair. Yeah. And we can, like, if no one else is necessarily, like, collabing or doing anything like that, we can talk while we're playing. We could just be playing different things. We'll see how we go anyway. I'm not too bothered. We'll see how we go. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be good. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Because, yeah, last week, it was only traffic bad because I stayed late. No, sorry, the traffic wasn't bad. I only was late because I got stuck back late. Because the traffic actually wasn't too bad, surprisingly. But yeah, anyway. I need to log on to my priest and do a couple of things in the new expansion, the current expansion. But yeah, so I spent a bit of yesterday after yesterday's stream talking about the new expansion reveal. Very exciting stuff. Played the trailers so we could kind of see and talk about some of the elements, but I'm sure over the coming weeks we're going to get more and more info coming out from WoW, especially because they've got a whole week of Gamescom, so they only started yesterday. But as far as I'm aware, the event in Gamescom in Germany, in Cologne, Germany, I'm pretty sure it's going for at least the rest of the next week, like until like Wednesday or Thursday. Have you seen the trailers? Have you watched the two major trailers? So there's the cinematic and then there's a gameplay trailer that comes after it. I can't remember if you were watching when I was playing it yesterday. No. So it's not really a spoiler by any means. Like, it doesn't spoil the current story of War Within, which is really funny because, like, even though it is a continuation, it kind of feels like a separate chapter kind of happening in tandem. So if you do watch it, you're not necessarily spoiling the sort of end game of War Within. even though the cinematic for that is available as well, the end game. But yeah, it's kind of like a standalone cinematic. And even the what's it called? The gameplay trailer, even though it's announcing what comes with the new expansion, it's not saying because this happened in War Within, this is what you get. So I think you can safely watch the two of those without like a major like, oh my god, but I'm gonna like have spoiled everything that happens in War Within. Other than the fact that you know that Xalatath continues, which is not really a spoiler because her face is all over the promo. It's just that she continues in the new expansion. So that's the only thing you need to be aware of. But you would have known that by seeing her on all the Midnight stuff anyway. But yeah, if you decide that you're probably not going to get the story plots finished sooner than later in War Within, the epilogue for Season 3 has been released because the raid got open last week. So I think there's 2 cutscenes that came out from the final raid. I've watched them because I haven't played them yet. No, exactly. But I'm sure if you get lazy at some point and you're like, oh, I'm probably going to get the story finished, but probably not all at once. I'm sure there's going to be a streamer that will do the story so far. Like, there's like Noble who does those videos. So I'm sure that they'll release something sooner. Yeah, there is a lot. And I mean, that's just inside the game. And then you've got your outside of the game concerns, like all the things in life. But yeah, but Dragonflight, yeah, I kind of have already forgotten kind of how it all went about. Like, I remember the main beats, but like, I don't like recall, yeah, like I don't have a big reference or recall on like the very, very specific story stuff. But yeah,
There you are. Good.
War Within is funny because it's like a lot has happened, but it's not like Dragonflight where it's like 10 different stories have happened. With the War Within, which is what I think I really like about this particular trilogy that they're working on, the story continues from season to season. Yeah, either or, and I can always help you with stuff as well, so we can see how we go. Because I definitely want to do a bit more WoW, because I haven't really played it much during the week. Yeah, I love that idea. And then we might get some people who are into WoW as well at the same time. But yeah, so Dragonflight was like a lot, because each zone had its own major story plot. And like, you kind of had to like invest a lot of concentration in what was happening with the blue dragons, and what was happening with the time dragons, and what was happening with the black dragonflight. And then that story continued, and then you had to help Alexstrasza. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, either or. I mean, at the end of the day, I won't be playing on stream until about 7 PM tomorrow anyway, so... Yeah, I thought that's what you meant when you said pub. Hey, that could be more entertaining, to be honest. But yeah, with War Within, even though we do have, like, multiple zones, and they do have kind of stories within, it did feel linear. Like, it did feel like, even though you could play them in whatever order, you could kind of sense the overall connection, and it didn't feel like this massive, like, mental sink of, like, oh my god, but what happens if I didn't do Ringing Deeps? Or what if I didn't do Hellowfall? Like, you can kind of figure out the story across the board, but I feel like it was easier, personally. Because, like, even in Dragonflight, I was playing it in real time, and even I was confused. I was like... But it was good. The stories were good. But even I was like... Wait, what are we up to? What are we doing? Like, why does this matter to this? And, like, does this actually affect the dragons? And, like, I just wasn't having it. But yeah, this one feels a bit more sensical. Even more so.
Not limited to Azeroth, Master Nessingwary. Indeed, your prose has traveled far across the cosmos.
New couple alert, Venari and Hemet. Joking.
We require here. Ah, but your time in the Azure span has taught you more, has it not? A hunter is nothing without his prey, and that cycle must be maintained.
Oh, interesting.
I know you understand its importance. Consider it a specialized station. Nothing more.
I'm sad that you
Once
can't
you're
hear him
settled in,
talking.
I will personally give you a tour of the facilities.
That's cool.
Also, I have a book that is missing its author's signature.
Oh, she really is a fan. So, not really a spoiler to the main story of A War Within, but basically where, I think I've mentioned this to you in the past, but Venari has ended up in the story, and again, I'm not spoiling how, and she wants us to basically build like an eco-dome, or continue an eco-dome that she's been working on. So we're like collecting creatures and helping the flora and the fauna kind of cultivate. And this is, how pretty is it? I don't know if it changes in visual when you do more work to it, because I haven't done too much to it yet. But it's a cool concept. Like, she's kind of rebuilding life on this desolate place. But yeah, fun. But yes, so no, like I said, if you do engage with the story of Midnight sooner than later, yeah, thankfully you're not going to ruin the plot for War Within. And I feel like once you get out of Dragonflight, because it did feel like it took a while, because of how dense the story was, I think you'll find you'll speed through the War Within. Like, I don't know if it was that the levels just felt like they were quicker. I don't know, but yeah, it definitely sped up. And the more characters you level to max, not that you have that concern because you don't play a lot of alts, but they basically made it quicker for alts to level. So basically you got like an accumulative bonus. Every character you got to max up till 5. So now I've got the maximum leveling buff for all my alts. Not that I've played too many since. I got basically each of the classes to 80 at least once, and then I kind of stopped leveling because I was like, okay, now I'm burnt out. But yeah, I now have a bonus that I can use because I bought the expansion, the new expansion, but I'm not ready to use it yet. I might wait. I've got enough characters at the moment. Oh my god, that's awesome. I mean, you've got them if you need them, basically. Alright, I'm going to do a delve on my paladin, because I feel like my paladin will speed through a delve better. Oh yeah, I love leveling too. Oh, you really need to play Legion Remix when it comes out. I think it's coming out later in the year. I think they're kind of assuming it's coming out in October. Oh my god, you're gonna love Legion Remix so much. There'll be so much transmog. You'll probably get some titles that you didn't have before. You'll get lots of mounts. And you'll be able to level characters constantly. Especially because you haven't got like I don't think you're going to have like, you don't have a large army of alts like I do. So you'll have more space to fill if you decide to. Because once you get that first character or two leveled in Legion Remix, you'll basically speed run the leveling. You could end up with like, by the end of it, because like in the whole MOP Remix when I played it, I think I leveled about 10 to 12 characters. Like, to max. And they will be max level. They'll be 80 when you're done with them by the Legion Remix. And you might actually be able to do, because there's a feat of strength you can get, and I'm sure you'll be able to get it through the Legion Remix. If you do each of the class halls, you'll get, for each class, you get a feat of strength achievement, which I managed to get in Legion. It's not a legacy, like it's not a, it's one that anybody can still get. It's just considered a feat of strength because it's 12 different class halls. But yeah, you'll be able to level all but an evoker. So you might decide when you buy the X-Ban, you might decide to get an evoker to level 80. That way you don't have to spend your time leveling it if you don't want to. And then you might just use Legion Remix to build an army of alts so you're ready for the new expansion. And they're doing it a little bit differently this time from what I read. Because in the Pandaria Remix, what you had to keep leveling and playing with them during the season. You couldn't like turn them into real characters. You have to wait till the end, and then they got migrated over. With this one, apparently anytime you decide to turn a max level character to retail, it'll automatically be transferred to your main realm, and then you don't have to worry about waiting to the end. So if you max a character to 80 and you're like, oh, this is really fun, I want to play this in World of the War Within, you can just transfer it to your main. Obviously it's a one-way sync. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Because I think that was something that people got kind of not annoyed with. I mean, some people probably were, because, you know, people get annoyed at the random things. But I think it was more like there were people who were just keen to continue that character in the end game, and they couldn't. So yeah, they fixed that up, which is good. Yeah, there's so many. I just can't wait. I'm so excited. But yeah, apparently there's a theory that the expansion probably will come. Well, I think the actual expansion tells us it'll be no later than June next year. But I've got a feeling it'll be like March or April, because we're going to have Legion Remix will likely be October-ish. That'll likely be a 2 to 3 month, maybe a bit longer campaign. And I can't imagine we're going to have... We'll get 12.7 or whatever it is, the 12.2.7 or whatever it is, or 3.7, I don't know, the name of the patch. We'll get the final patch, the kind of pre-patch for the new expansion. I can't imagine that's going to be longer than 2 months or 3 months. So we'll have like void explosions and whatever else is going on in a pre-patch. So I reckon March. I reckon we'll have it by March. But they're giving themselves the pad out time just in case they need more, you know, development and stuff, which is good. I'd rather than be careful. But yeah, so, and I think if I read correctly, some of the things from the expansion, like the things that you can get from the expansion bonus for buying it early, I think some of those things will be accessible at the 12.7 patch, 12.2.7 or whatever it's called. Like housing, I think housing will actually be available sooner, like maybe at Christmas time or something. So I am very keen to spend hours on end doing housing stuff. And I'll definitely have to like tee it up with other people that are playing WoW and try and see if we can get a neighborhood going. That'd be good. Oh, I'm so bloody keen. Because there'll be a lot of items that either we'll be able to unlock by the fact that we've done certain things, like Onyxia's head. That's been around for ages. People have known that that's going to be something you can decorate your house with. But I dare say there's going to be a lot of things that will come out of having completed certain raids that'll unlock. And crafting. So all crafting professions will be able to make things for houses. The currency is whatever you'd need in terms of reagents, but there's going to be a lumber component. So I don't know if you have to go farm the lumber or if you can have like a peon do it for you. Yeah. From what I've understood of it, yeah.
May you succeed in your endeavor.
So that's going to be cool too, because like I'd love to be able to make like potions that I can store in the house and stuff maybe, or like enchanting rods and whatever. Weaponry that I can store on the walls, like shields and stuff. I don't necessarily have a character that uses a shield, but it'd be cool to have one on the wall. And I don't think it'll be something that'll be available from the get-go, but I think there was like talks that they might try to eventually make it so you can have your alts in the same house. So like you can basically position them when you're not playing them, you can position them in different parts. I don't think that'll be a launch thing. I don't think that'll be available from the start of housing, but they got asked that at some developer roundtable thing. And one of the developers was like, no, so it's actually your account house. So all your characters will share it, and Horde and Alliance, so it doesn't matter what faction you play, but you'll have like one primary character that starts the house. So with your Alliance Hunter, if that's, I'm assuming that'll be your main character, you'd make an Alliance house, and your Horde characters can live in it, but you can't have a house in a Horde neighborhood for that reason. So, yeah. Yeah, God, no. You'll have one house, and from what I understand, the dimensions will be quite tall. Like, you can have, like, a tall house. Because people in the, at Gamescom, because they're giving people a chance to play with housing functions, and they were building quite tall setups and having, like, jump puzzles and stuff. But yeah, so you'd basically just, you'd buy a house or you'd be given a plot. I don't know how that works because they haven't really talked about the cost side of things. So you'd be able to basically just say, I want to have a house in the neighborhood. If there's free spaces and plots, you can have friends and guildies do the same. guilds can have a guild neighborhood, but for example, you'd have to have a large guild to kind of make that beneficial, because then only your guild can have houses there. So I wouldn't be doing that because unless every single person had a character in my guild, I probably wouldn't do that. But yeah, you just do basically a neighborhood that you can, a public neighborhood that you can kind of set up. But yeah, so apparently after they've kind of released it and all is good, I think that they said that they would consider alternative options to add in there, like maybe having a multiple character presence. So again, I don't know if that will be that you could basically say, I want my paladin to be at the table if I'm not playing him. I don't know how that's going to work. But they did say never say never. So when they were kind of interviewed, they were kind of a bit sheepish about it. They didn't want to give a yes or a no. But they said, yeah, they're definitely looking into what they can add to make it a bit more beneficial for people who have a lot of characters, like a lot of alts. Because like me, for example, like I've got a ton of fucking alts, obviously. I don't think I'm going to have all of them in there. But like, I would like at least my main cast of max level characters in there, you know? Well, exactly. Well, that's exactly right. Your characters will be servants. I love that. But yeah, yeah. I'm sure they'll probably have like a limit, because obviously performance-wise you can't really have 50 characters in one house, or maybe they'll allow it. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a limit to how many people can occupy a room or a house at a time. But like I said, even if I could just have maybe like 5 or 6 that are like my main characters, because I'll always have a cast of max level characters for each class. So there'll be at least 12 to 13 characters, but it's probably a bit optimistic to say they'd allow me to have all 13 of them in the same house at the same time. But even if I could do portraits of them, like if I could do like use the selfie camera and create a portrait, and then have like a hallway with just all my main characters, I'd even be happy with that. Like, and then have maybe a couple of characters that can be hanging around and you can almost like interact with them.
Good. There are many tasks that have been.
Because it'd probably just be instanced based on the last time you did a transmog, like what that looks like. But either way, I'm sure that'll come later once they perfect the main basics. Because obviously it's going to take a while for them to get it in, make sure that everyone's happy with it, get all the bugs out of the way. But yeah, I'd love to be able to even just do artwork of all my characters. God, that would be fun.
Valuable than home.
A fellow researcher.
Alright, we are going to go to... Can we go to Dornagal? Yes, we can. But I've got to go to... I have to go back to Tazavesh. So yeah, that's very exciting. There's a couple other things that they've announced as part of the new trailers, which I won't spoil for you, but they're pretty exciting. Some of it will be more exciting to you when you have played the storyline, because at first you won't know why they've done a certain new addition. But yeah, you'll figure that out once you get the story plot covered. But you don't need to have done the story to watch the trailers, is again what I'm saying. But yeah, some of the additions you'll kind of go, oh, that makes sense now.
Are you law-abiding?
Oh, my quest log is full again? What is going on here? So many quests. Oh, Bastion. I've got to go back to the Bastion. Jesus. But yeah, no, so there's a lot to be excited about. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that anymore, do we? Dun, 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 dun. Get rid of some extra shit quests that I don't need. Cool.
Respect.
Yeah, there is a lot, and I think they've done it in such a way that it's actually exciting for everyone, regardless of what you play and how you play. Like, it's not all just like PvE only, or it's not just like things for PvP. I think also the people that have been complaining that it's been a very heavy alliance expansion, I feel like the next expansion is going to have a little bit more for the Horde finally, by virtue of, you know, where the story is going to be based.
Do you wish to trade?
Um,
The deal is just
but yeah,
another
once
guy
you've,
alone.
not that there's a pressure or a rush to do so, but when you have eventually watched the trailer, let me know, or the trailers, let me know, even if it's months away, let me know, because I want to talk about it, because there'll be some things that'll be exciting to talk about, but whenever. I've had my nerdy fun. I exploded all about it yesterday, so that was
The
good.
trust will save us.
Exploding was probably not the right word, but you got what I mean. That sounded a bit wrong. But yeah, I'm holding off creating any new characters until the Legion remix comes out, because I just want to like smash out some characters. And you wait to see how powerful your characters get in the Legion remix. Like, because what they'll do is your artifact weapon will be your like your main legendary item, whatever it is, and you'll still be able to level that up. So you'll get like the tier, like the talent points for it. And what will happen is you'll get gear that basically, last time they had gear that basically had sockets, so you could keep adding like gems to each of your gear pieces, but like the gem sockets or whatever would like have different powers, and you could keep chopping and changing them anytime you wanted. You didn't have to pay money to do that. So basically, as your characters leveled through the 10 levels, or however many levels it would go through, no, that's 70 levels, now 80, your characters just get so overpowered that you could almost solo dungeons on your own, because it's that crazy. Like we'd run like when it was the Mists of Pandaria one, we were running Mogushan Vaults, and like you'd smash it in like 5 minutes, like not even, because you're just going bang 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 and like clearing it really quickly. Yeah, once and there was a couple of exploits that people did, but like once that was kind of done, yeah, it was insane. Like just the leveling, and it got to a point where they figured out a way to do it so quickly that you could get like a level 70 in an hour. You do like you basically get these what was it? I can't remember the exact way to do it. That's right. You would get experience tokens when you did dungeons and raids and quests and stuff, and so you basically did like you played on one of your new characters, and you turned off the option to auto loot, and you used a different toolbar, a different add-on, because there was a couple of add-ons specific to the remix thing. You would not auto loot, therefore it would send all the tokens to your bag, the level up tokens, and you would get to a certain level, and once you got to a certain level, you could pop those experience tokens all at once, and you'd go from like level 10 to 70 in the space of 2 minutes, because you're just like redeeming all the tokens. It was and it was all legitimate. There was nothing underhanded or exploitative, but it was just because of how many buffs there were. Once you had a few characters, you could do a couple of runs of Mogushan Vaults or however long it was, and yeah, you'd have a level 70 within the hour. And so I just kept doing that, because I was like, yep, now I want a He-Man character, or now I want this character, now I want this character. So yeah, I smashed it. I've since gone this week and deleted probably 5 or 6 of those characters that I don't need anymore. But generally speaking, yeah, it's cray-cray. Alright, what do I have to do here? Oh yeah, that's right. Boom. So what's that now? 694. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I've got to do some delves. Yeah, no worries. See you soon.
We are the Titan's bedrock and foundation.
Oh my god, how do I not have something to unlock? That's just stupid.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Woohoo, woohoo.
Return and peruse my inventory.
Return and peruse my inventory. Give you peruse my inventory. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so we can go to let's go back to Tazavesh because I don't know where to go actually. Let's find out. Warband collections, appearances, sets. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, yeah, that's actually not bad. Actually, let's do a bit of transmog.
I have just the thing, Wanderer.
Welcome back.
May your feet find
Oh,
good
this is
trail.
these are the two items you get for what's it called? If you get the expansion, I think it's the, I don't know if it's all of them or just the epic one, but this is one of the sets that you can get for it, and the other set is a void set. So where's that? The void set is this one. So much of a muchness really, but one's just very void tinged. Ooh, yay! Love a TV snack. Haven't had those for God knows how long. But yeah, the Silver Moon Star one is very pretty.
Beware of your
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it the other day yesterday when you were on, but transmog will be free in the new expansion. That's an exciting one. And they haven't formally announced it, but I think they're going to allow you to assign, like, first of all, costume, like, transmog options that say, like, when a certain condition happens, like, maybe if I'm in my house, I wear a certain clothing item, or clothing items. And I think there was a rumor that it's going to also allow you to do slot-based, like, permanent transmog. So, regardless of how many times you change your headpiece, it'll always be the one slot. I know Diablo does that, so it wouldn't be hard for them to do it in WoW. Because I'm sick of, like, if I want this to be my transmog, I don't want it changing every time I get a new gear piece. Especially if it's going to be free. Like, there's no reason why they should be time gating that. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to free, because like I spend like sometimes $2,000 on a transmog to change it. Oh wait, did I just... Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, it is annoying. Yeah, cool. But yeah, like I said, I know that they have... I think they've confirmed that yes, there will be like outfit specific conditions that you can have, like in combat. Well, not in combat necessarily, but like in your house or whatever. But yeah, the rumor was that yeah, they'll allow slot based forced transmogs as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. What's this one? I don't think I've done the Nightfall Sanctum. So yes, some cool options there. Yeah, I can't get over how excited I am. It's making me really want to keep playing WoW now. Just even though it's months away, like I'm just like, yeah, boom, bitch. All right, so this is a. Do I have any keys? I don't think I do right now, which is a bit shit. I need keys. We'll do a tier 6. Actually, what is tier 6? Right now? Yeah, I'm just doing delves. So this is the new gimmick of this current season where you... Oh, maybe I should do a weekly quest first. But the weekly quest is doing delves, fucking. Damn it. Actually, maybe if I don't do that just yet. Yeah, I'm doing delves. This is the War Within specific gimmick. I think they're going to continue it in the new expansion as well. They're basically like mini scenarios where you go into like these special huts or these special like caves or whatever, and you work with Bran, Bronzebeard, and you go and you just complete, like, you can repeat them and stuff, and you just get different gear and different like rewards from doing them. But it's part of like a weekly activity that you can do. So I like to do them every so often. But yeah, otherwise just questing at the moment because there's not much else to do. I mean, I'm not a raider, so I'm not really worried about trying to raid. Other than maybe looking for raids soon, I might finally do it. I haven't done one this whole expansion. I've just been, and I haven't barely done dungeons either. I've been such a bad PvEer. I've just been questing, leveling, and doing outdoor content because they've, in this expansion especially, they've picked up from Dragonflight, but in this expansion, there's so much outdoor content you can do that doesn't need you to be in a dungeon or a raid. Catching pets to a degree, yes, I've been doing that as well. But also in July, most of my time was dedicated to the catch up of the mounts and the pets and all that stuff as well. So, yeah, but there's so much outdoor content. Like they do the weekly, there's like weekly world quests that you get. Not world quests, sorry. Weekly completion quests in each zone. And they give you a special chest that has a potential to have some good gear in it. They do, the delves is considered outdoor content. So if you do a few delves, you can unlock a great slot in the Great Vault. So yeah, they've really diversified what you can do in the game because historically, especially when you're playing it heavily, yeah, and world quests are still quite a heavy thing here, but like you can recall when you were playing it really seriously, like if you weren't raiding or doing dungeons, you weren't getting gear, and they've really improved that now. They've taken care of the people like me who are like, I don't want to do that. Like this one in Hallowfall, once a week, all I have to do is light some flames on braziers, and I get a chest for gear. And I'm like, how easy is that? Yeah, exactly right. And looking for raid was no guarantee either. I mean, granted, the chests don't guarantee a specific item of gear. It's always going to be a random chance, but you always get at least one piece for the first couple of chests you get, and you get a lot of currency and stuff as well out of it. So, also, is it fair to say that your hunter would have had all their bank slots opened up beforehand? like a bag slot for the bank.
But your valor is a beacon that rivals the key flame. You have our gratitude.
Yeah, good. Because they've actually changed the banks. Now, if you had them all opened, it's good because then you won't have to spend any money later. But basically, they now give you bank slots that have changed. I'll show you when I go to the bank next. But if you didn't have any of them unlocked, it gets so expensive to unlock them now. It's like 100, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. I'm like, get fucked. So on my low-level characters that haven't done that before, I wish I knew. I would have done it on all of them. But yeah, thankfully when you've got characters that have been around for a while and you've done all the bank unlocks, it's now you don't have to spend money, which is good. But the banks are so much better now. But yeah, just to prove a point of what I was saying before. So I just went around and did these 4 lights that I had to light up just by using a currency that I already picked up before. I get an epic chest. You get 4 a week that you can get, and the first 2 have gear. Oh no, the first 4, sorry. Oh, did I not get a gear piece? Oh, I did get a gear piece, but it's not epic or anything anymore. Not yet. But yeah, I get a gear piece, which I may or may not need. I probably don't need it, but that's okay. I've got it just in case. And you get other currencies, and I'm just like, fuck yeah. But I thought it was saying I get a coffer key. Coffer key shards. Ah. So you don't automatically get... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's right. Belladar is turning purple. So cool. Oh, you got to turn 100 shards into... Oh, well, that's bullshit. Okay, I'll just do more weekly activities then. Currency. Where are my currencies? Have I got any more keys? Damn. There was a time where they were giving me so many keys, but now I've got to go get more. That's okay. But yeah, so the delves are fun. Like, the delves can be quite good. And they're pretty quick and easy, especially because there's different difficulties. So you start like tier 1 all the way up to like tier 12. And you can just keep doing level 1 if you want, if you just want to get them quickly. You just don't get as high gear or stuff out of it, that's all. But yeah, if you're just like, I just want to complete it for the quest, like, you just get it, you get it done. Some of them are to do with like the fungal cave, so you're like killing mushroom things. Some of them are more spider related, like the Ashkahet or whatever, like the, whatever they're called. Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, you don't have to go full tier. It's like mythics. You don't have to choose to do the mythic. You can just choose to do the base level. And it's soloable, so you don't have to do it in groups. You can definitely do it solo. And something they've started doing in this expansion as well, I don't think they did it in Dragonflight. When you get to the end of a zone, there's usually like a dungeon or a raid that relates to the end of that season or that area. They have story mode now where you can do the raid as a solo person and you just beat the final boss, and you get like a party of like NPC characters that are well known in the game, like semi-known, and they come and join you for the raid so you can finish the story mode, and that way you can get the final quest and the final cutscene on your own, which I really love because I don't want to do looking for raid to just get a quest completed. I want to be able to just do it quickly. Yeah, you'll be amazed when you actually are playing War Within. You'll be like, oh my god, I can do everything on my own at this point. No more group shit if you don't want to. I mean, obviously there's a benefit for doing a raid with a group more so, because you don't get like gear out of the solo mode, like the story mode. You just get whatever comes from the quest at the end, but you don't get like special gear or anything. I don't think so anyway. I can't remember the last time I did a story mode. But it's better than what it was before, because I never used to do the final raids for most of the expansion zones, and so I'd be having to watch the cutscenes on YouTube because I'm like, well, I'm not doing them. So, like even in Dragonflight, there was some that I missed because I didn't bother doing the raid. I'm waiting for this countdown because when the timeline of the key flame goes down, an elite, an elite, a rare elite. Oh no, it's not an elite. I think it's just a rare. A rare comes out that you have to knock out. You're going to learn more when you play the storyline in War Within. You're going to learn a lot about the Arathi. They're very much warriors of light. So you're going to get to learn a lot about them. I've got a feeling, and it's not confirmed, so this is just me speculating. I've got a firm belief of my own that they're going to play a very big part in the next expansion. So, yeah, when you get around to doing the story here, it'll be good to, like, absorb that, because I think they're going to... I've just got a feeling. I just feel like, especially if Void is going to be the main villain of the next expand, which we know, it's not a surprise that the Void is the big bad. So I do think the Arathi are going to be a big piece of it. But I also feel like it's going to be one of those things where, like, we've got to realize that, like, even though they make it like light is good and void is bad, I've got a feeling there is going to be a point in one of the expansions coming up that we're going to realize that the light is not always good. We got a hint of it in Warlords of Draenor and Legion when we got to play as the Mag'har Orcs. They had a quest line where they were being terrorized on the old Draenor, the Warlords of Draenor planet, because there was like a mad light crazy version of Uriel, and she was like terrorizing all the Mag'har Orcs, and so we had to go and stop that version of her. So the light is not always amazing, but I think in this instance they're pegging it to be like a, you know, the void is so bad that the light will rejoice and blah blah blah. But I love all this shit. This cosmology shit is so fun. 35 seconds. My paladin is my beefy character, so I send him to all these things where I want to solo something. Because his gear is just like being a rep paladin and also having decent-ish gear. He does carve through quite a presence against these mobs. And he's got enough self-heals to kind of keep himself alive when there's shit going on. Alright, where's the rare? There's the rare. Crazed Cabbage Smacker. That's such a funny name. Oh, it is a rare elite. Okay, I was right before. Come on, bitch. Let's smack some cabbage. But yeah, look at how much damage I've already done to him, and he's a rare elite. Fucking paladins, right? And I've barely taken any damage. Granted, I'm doing healing of my own, but yeah. I'm just mashing keys at this point. Beautiful. Alright. So, that was fun. Have we got any others that need me to complete the boss? Or the raid? The rare elites? Nothing there. What's this one capped at? Nope, hasn't done yet. Does this one have one? Nope. Fuck it. Let's see what this one's at first. Let's put some keyflame bolts in there. We're going to fill it up with some of our light that we have. Also, thematically, it makes sense that my light paladin will come and help the light people. I've got a sinking suspicion that something is going to happen in the next expansion where we're all going to get the powers of the light and every race will be able to be a paladin. I've got a feeling that's going to be the next class that will... the next class that will allow all races to become one. I've just got this sinking suspicion that that's going to be like how we are becoming like warriors of light. It would be interesting because the ramifications of that would be massive. Like imagine undead paladins or like goblin paladins. Not impossible, Because at the end of the day, it's really just a devotion to the light. It's not like warlocks or mages where they have to study like the occult or like make pacts with demons and BS like that. Like being a paladin is really like, hey, we wanna serve the light. And especially if for some reason it's like through the Sunwell, maybe we all tap into the Sunwell. And then like, whether you're a paladin or not, you kind of like have light power for the expansion. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud because some of my predictions did come true. Not all of them. Not yet. I think some of them are still going to be staged later. But yeah, that'd be fun. Imagine like an undead pally. I mean, we're not far off it because, I mean, Kalia Menethil, Arthas's sister, I mean, she's an undead light priest. So she's using the power of the light to be an undead. And she's not the only one. There's been other instances of light undead. So maybe. I wonder if she'll have a big part to play in the next expansion, actually. She's been quiet for the last couple. She was more Battle for Azeroth and Shadowlands heavy. And like in the books and stuff. But yeah, anyway. Alright, we're going to get out of here and go and do... I don't know, what else can I do for some key stuff? Maybe I can just do some world quests. That could get me something, maybe? No, apparently not. Spreading the light, spreading your legs. I just want more keys, damn it. Alright, we're going to do some world quests because they can't hurt to do. So if we jump out of this... Ooh. World boss. Let's do it, actually. Get the world boss first because that's nearby. And we can definitely do that. Biash. And if I can get a group without having to join a raid, we'll get some actual disc fragments as well, which would be lovely. Being Thursday out of a new week, it's a good chance that we'll be able to do it with just a local group. Oh, this zone is so pretty. I love the purple more than I love the light, but that's also because I'm just a void bitch. Like, yeah, and that's the thing. You're going to learn it. When you play it, it's going to make sense.
Our enemies have become brazen, attacking in the shadow and the light.
Yeah, all the quality of life stuff that they... Yeah, I know. But they also introduced so many quality of life things after this expansion started, like during this expansion. So you're going to be playing through it and you're going to be like, oh my god, they did so many like new things and so many cool things. Like the warband stuff. I mean, the warband stuff started kind of being beneficial for even War Within, Dragonflight. So as you play more alts, you'll start to see the warband stuff become more and more beneficial. But yeah, there's just so much they did. I can't even remember everything that came in with the new expansion. It's been like a year and a half, or over a year for sure, and I just can't remember half of it. I mean, I'm playing it daily, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't remember what was new or what it wasn't. Oh, I don't want to have to start a raid group because I want the item. going to ask in chat if anybody wants to go for this world boss, because I don't want to start a raid. There's a currency that you can get by killing these world bosses. Oh, and I love Hallie too. I'm going to send her a message to tell her as much. Oh, I love the love. I miss Hallie. I haven't had a chance to... She hasn't had a chance to come to streams because of work and just general stuff, so... But we've been messaging back and forth here and there where we can. Oh, actually, you're going to be happy to know this, Miss Eva. My Temu costume stuff should be arriving anytime soon. I got a few of my Temu items, but the rest of them are still coming. They just cleared customs earlier today, or yesterday. So they've arrived in Australia. I just haven't got a ETA on when they'll get to a courier. Maybe they've updated since. But yeah, I got quite a few of the Halloween items because I wanted to spend the money now so it's not a big spend later, like I mentioned. Yes. Oh, picked up. Well, here we go. Picked up by Customs Clearance Company. Oh. Hang on, what's that? So they got a customs clearance completed, but now they're being prepared for customs clearance. That's weird. How can it be completed if it's still being processed? I don't care, as long as they don't bloody reject it. That's all that matters to me. Yes, and like there's a couple of things. I don't want to waste too much of the makeup and stuff, but I'll have to do some practice on certain things. Like I bought a few makeup paint sticks, like the ones that you'd probably use for like stage makeup. So I'll have to do some practices at some point. One of my costumes is going to involve, if I want to do it properly, it's going to involve me having to shave my beard. So I'll do that closer to Halloween. But yeah, I can do some of the practice beforehand. Because we're not that far away if you think about it. We're only really 2 months away. That makes sense. Yeah, see, most of the stuff I order, it's either they've got an Australian stockist, or it goes through the customs process so quick that I don't see all the stages. That's okay. Even if it's the next couple of days or next few days, that's good. I'm not in a rush for any of it. All the stuff that I wanted sooner, like my Switch dock, because I bought a new dock for my Switch 2, like a third-party one, and that came today. And I bought... What did I buy that came the other day? Oh, my Catio arrived for Mr. Billy. I haven't built it yet because it's going to take a bit of effort to build. Speaking of building furniture the other day. I know, I better get my ass into fear or else I'll be using his Blippi costume. But you've got the advantage, like we talked about, that most of what you need to do for Halloween is going to be from your shoulders up. So you don't have to go too hard on the actual clothing part unless you're going to have accessories like a mask or a hat, like a costume hat. So your thing is just the makeup part. And I mean, I'm sure you'll probably actually have a lot of the makeup that you would want to use anyway, other than maybe if you needed like a fun color or something that you don't have. If it was just face makeup, I could get away with some of the makeup palettes I've bought that are like... I buy makeup palettes sometimes if I like the person who's selling them. Not for the purposes of wearing the makeup, but just because I like the creator or the provider, like the drag queen or whatever who's selling it. But I've actually used some of it lately because I did go to an event where I wanted green sparkly eyelids. But yeah, so like one of them, like certain costumes, I could actually get away with what I've already got in terms of eyeshadow makeup and just do it all over my face. But yeah, I wanted some proper paint stick stuff as well because some of the costume elements are going to need a lot of heavy makeup. So I'm excited. But yeah, I'm going to have to just be conscious of like through that weekend when I do which costume, because some of them will be higher on the makeup side, some of them will be less. So I want to make sure I choose it on a day where I can clean up beforehand or clean up afterwards really well. And also not go to work on Monday with like certain color makeup all over my face that I can't wash off properly. So I might have to do that for the Saturday so I've got all of Sunday to clean up my face. But yeah, we'll definitely talk. We'll figure out. But yeah, you've got it. I think the limitation of your camera is actually a benefit in this case. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, you could do a ghost face. you could just pick any of your favorite horror people and do a mask of each of those. Or wear buy like a witch's nose or something. It doesn't have to be, you know, a certain color. You can just get like a skin tone one, you know. I actually need to go. I don't know if you ever knew about it when you were down this way, but near the industrial part of Laverton, down Fitzgerald Road, there's a costume shop that I want to go to in the next couple of weeks because I want to get some eye contacts, the color ones. They're not cheap, but I want to get a set or two. But yeah, I just want to see what their costs are for that sort of stuff. Yay, baby. See, and I got 50 items off him when 50 pieces of key stuff. Alright. But yeah, it was a costume shop. I think, was Michael... I'm pretty sure it was with Michael I used to go to that costume shop. I think he's the one that actually figured it out where it was. Because we used to... there were a couple of instances where we needed to do costume stuff, like go to somebody's Halloween party or whatever. And I remember we bought the contacts, the coloured contacts, which he struggled with at first because of his eye problems. But yeah, and then I've gone back to it every few years when I've needed something small, like if I needed like costume blood or... Because I know you can make it, but I'd rather just get like a small container of it and just do it that way.
The shadow corrupts even our machines.
Alright, so that's still got 19 minutes. What's this one at?
Search the surrounding area for
Ooh,
salvageable
ban.
parts. With them,
First
we
one of the
can
night.
deep under
Goodbye. Alright, that's
The
got 8
mushrooms
minutes.
choke the
What about the
life out of
others?
crops and farmhands alike.
No,
Parasites
oh, 7
of the
minutes.
earth
Okay.
In every sense.
So we have a 7-minute one. Ooh, Barts. Yeah, we've got a 7-minute one. Maybe we'll hang around the 7-minute one, because that will be... I must have just missed this one earlier, but that's okay. 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Let's just hang around here while we're chilling, because if I can get this quest done while I'm at it, that'd be nice. But yeah, so yeah, I've got a few ideas. And I'm willing to do more of the makeup side of things since my skin... It does get sensitive, but like... It doesn't break out too heavy if I only do it a couple of times. When I was doing my streams back in 2020-something, the earlier years, I did a few too many in a row with like makeup, and like I did suffer after the 3rd or 4th time. I probably was also using really shitty makeup, to be honest. Like I can't remember what I bought for it. I think I got this shitty one from like a $2 shop or whatever, so it probably didn't help that I bought really bad stuff as well. But yeah, I'm also excited because part of what I got from the Temu order recently, which is in the same customs completion, I bought some like, I was going to say costume jewelry, but it's not really costume jewelry. It's legitimate jewelry, but it's cheapo jewelry, like the cheapo silver rings with like a green stone in them. But I bought a few, like they were pretty cheap. I bought a few because I thought, I don't care if they don't look like they're hundreds of dollars. I just don't want them to look like a kid made it. But if they look passable that, you know, you could have potentially bought it at a cheapo jewelry shop, I'm happy. Because, like, I often buy, like, cheap jewelry from, like, Prouds and those sort of shops when they have the end of financial year sales. And they're usually only, like, 30 or 50 bucks. If mine can look like it's worth 20 bucks, I'd be happy. Like, that works for me. Considering I only spent, like, $5 to $10 on each one. Because I've always wanted, like, a cheap spend, but, like, a ring that has green jewels in it. And they can be cheap as chips jewels. They can just be plastic for all I care. I just want them to look like a jewel is in it. But unfortunately, it's not a very common colour for men's rings in standard retail. You have to kind of get them custom made if you want a proper one. And that would then cost me like hundreds of dollars to get done. So I'm just like, eh. Like I joked with James and said if he ever wants to marry me, which I don't want to be married. I'm very happy without being married. Especially because I can get the same rights with a civil partnership if I ever needed to do it. But I said to him, if you ever wanted to marry me, the ring you have to get for me has to be custom green stone. I don't care if it's the cheapest of green stones. It can be a peridot, it can be a bloody whatever. It doesn't have to be a beautiful emerald. Just so long as it's bloody green. Yeah, exactly. And it's the kind of jewelry where I don't care if I lose it. Like, I mean, hopefully I don't. But, like, if it gets misplaced, I'm not going to be overly mad compared to something that cost me hundreds of dollars. I don't tend to buy... I know jewelry you can kind of get away with spending more and getting a nice piece. Because, you know, it's supposed to last forever. But, like, for example, I bought this chain from Prouds or one of those shops. It's just a really mid sort of link thickness chain. I think it only cost me like $40 because it was down from 100. But like, it's simple, but I love it. But the rings I usually get from them are nice, but they're pretty boring because men's rings, they're too scared to have too much color. Fuck off. Or sometimes they'll have a ruby ring, but it's only in like some really daggy looking gold chunky ring, like very European style, and I don't like that style. Yeah, exactly. Like you can get men's rings that have like a not a clear stone, but like a diamond-esque looking stone, but it's definitely not a diamond. It's probably like a zirconia or whatever, cubic zirconia. But whatever the stone is, it's usually just like the sort of the white, the clear sort of looking jewels. And you can sometimes get them with onyx stones in them or black stones in them. That's fine. I do like the ones with the black stone, and I've got a few that I've bought over the years that have black stones. But yeah, but like I said the other day or the other month when I went to one of those shops to get this necklace, this chain, I found they did have a ruby one or a red stone one, but yeah, it was fucking daggy as fuck. And yeah, you might potentially find a blue stone because that's acceptable to some of them, but yeah, you'll never get green or purple or any of those really nice colors. Unless you custom make it. So Temu it was. Because if I can restore my faith in the fact that Temu might have some nice ones, maybe later I will branch out and spend a little bit more on, you know, ones from like eBay or whatever as well, or Amazon or whatever. But let's just see what the Temu ones are like. And worst case scenario, they're shit, and then I just spent like $5 to $10 on them, and that's it. Not the end of the world. I can always give them away. I just hope they fit, because I haven't... Oh, excuse me. I haven't bought a ring online for a long time, but I'm pretty sure my size is still correct on my ring finger. So I'm hoping that the size 12, whatever I ordered, hopefully that does actually fit. That'll be the worst thing, is it's a really nice ring, and then I put it on and it doesn't fit any of my fingers, but we'll see. My fingers did chub up a little bit in the last couple of years, but I think I'm starting to lose the weight on them again. They're not as chunky as they used to be. It spins me out that you can gain weight in your fingers. Like, it makes sense, because you gain weight everywhere, but like, it's so funny that your fingers can be, you know, affected by it as well. And then it didn't help me because I'd gained weight in my hands as well. During summer, they were also getting very, like, swollen just from heat. So they were fat and swollen. And I was like, oh my god. I got chunky fingers. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or sometimes I just happen to look at my hand when I'd gained the weight originally, and I'd look at my fingers and I go, oh my god, they're really thick today. And it wouldn't be because of swelling, it would just be like, oh my god, how much weight did I gain in my fingers? But yeah, it's mostly that when you can't fit a ring on it. But as I said, I think the slow decline of my weight loss, thankfully, it's happening. I'm noticing it in some spots more than others so far. Definitely not my stomach. My stomach definitely can like shrink a lot more. But yeah, certain clothes are fitting better. And I'm talking monumentally, like nothing monumentally different. Like we're talking small changes. But like I said, I'll take the finger shrinkage. Alright, we are about to knock out whatever comes out of this one. I think it's a plant, if memory serves. It's been a while since I've done this area. Yeah, I know, it's the beetle. He can be a bit of a bitch, but again, I'm not going to die from this one, so that's alright.
I need to get closer.
If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. Can't, it's too fat. That's my remix. I went to go get my prescription filled today for my my daily tablets, and I went to, we've got one that's near the area, like a Chemist Warehouse, and I decided today for my lunch, instead of just getting like, you know, just instead of having something too healthy, I thought, you know what, I'm going to allow myself to get a couple of potato cakes and a dim sim from the local charcoal chicken. And they're usually really nice when I've gotten them, which is not often. I've probably had them twice from that place in the last year or so. But I was really just looking forward to a nice crunchy like potato cake and just a nice like chewy dim sim. I don't think they'd cooked the potato cakes long enough because they were very sloppy. Not greasy, just sloppy. Like the potato was not hard enough. And I was so disappointed because I was just like, as cheap as these things are, nothing beats a crunchy potato cake. But that's okay. It was still edible and it was still nice, but I was just like, expectation versus reality was definitely different that day, today. Serves me right for ordering a potato cake. I should have been good and not had it in the first place, but oh well. The dim sim was alright. It was cooked better. You'd hope so for a dim sim, but yeah. Considering it's already mystery meat. Because I find I don't get a lot of fish and chips anymore because it tends to make me quite unwell the next day. Just too much grease. And there's no getting fish and chips without getting a lot of grease, because other than grilled flake, if you get like grilled instead of battered, you're still getting battered chips. You're still getting potato cakes if you're getting those. Like there's not a lot that you're getting from there that's not going to have, you know, batter and oil. Which is the whole reason why you get it in the first place. So like, you know, you kind of come to expect it. But let's just say my composition doesn't like too much oil anymore. I can't even handle too much air fryer food, and even if I don't add extra oil, sometimes even that's just enough to make me feel like, ugh. Did we hand in that quest? Yes, we did. Okay. So we can go to, where do we have to go? Which is sad, because I used to be able to eat it not that I want to eat it regularly, but I used to be able to eat it without any major problems. But, yeah, I think it's just the last handful of years, my junk food consumption has been more like your McDonald's quality, or not quality, but you know what I mean, McDonald's level, rather than the fish and chips and the pizzas and stuff. So my body's gotten used to like the McDonald's side of things, or the KFC if I've ever gotten that. But like, you give something else like a pizza or a fish and chips, and I'm so unwell. I can enjoy it in the moment, but then, yeah, overnight and in the morning, like, it's just that really... It's like you're hungover and you've got to use the bathroom a lot and you just don't feel great. It's that vibe. So the last couple of times I've gotten fish and chips with other people, I'll get a burger, because the burgers are usually not that bad. They're usually not too oily, and they're really good quality tasting burgers. So I'll usually get a burger, and I might get a grilled flake, and then I try to avoid all the extra bits and pieces. And that's usually enough to satisfy me, because, you know, the fish is usually a large cut and everything. But, yeah. Gone are the days. What happened to us? Our bodies just, like, rejected us. I can remember, like, Friday night fish and chips with the family, and, you know, a potato cake and some bread with butter, lots of sauce. You know, have a handful of chips and, you know, a piece of flake, and that was your dinner. And I could go the next day and not feel like I was going to vomit and shit myself. Too much information for those, but you know what? We're adults and we all have adult problems. Yeah, just ain't what it used to be, the composition. Oh, I should have redeemed that quest. Oh well. Yeah, ain't what it used to be, sadly. Alright, so Spark of Starlight. Oh, that's what the quest is. Okay.
What is your command?
Oh, yeah, dreadful.
Faith,
so dreadful.
Order. We must remember.
Like, there's just no... Yeah, there's no coming out of that, unfortunately. I mean, I was always prone to that sort of thing depending on other things I ate. Like if I drank a lot of milk or had a lot of cheese, if I drank milk in general or had a lot of coffee or whatever, that I'm prone to that anyway. But yeah, just adds another layer of complexity when it's new foods that you could eat regularly. Because I miss drinking proper coffee. I have to drink decaf because proper coffee just does that to me as well. And not the next day, instant. Like, within half an hour, I'm like, uh-oh, shouldn't have had that coffee. Which really sucks because I used to love coffee, like proper coffee. Strength, the taste, ugh.
Oh, I was just thinking.
I mean, it did nothing for me energy-wise, but yeah, used to make me feel good. Oh, good, I now have a coffee key. Yay, bitch. Ooh, that's a good weapon. Hells yeah, baby. Alright, what do we got now? I just love how you wrote liquid on it, so... Yeah, I switched to almond milk, but I'm a lot better now and actually acquired that. Oh, good. Almond milk's nice. I just don't like it with every item. Like, I have to decide what's going to have the almond milk with it. Like, I don't like it with, like, I don't do almond milk if I'm going to have cereal. Not that I eat a lot of cereal anymore either, but sometimes. But I'll have it in a coffee, almond milk, like a decaf coffee. I might get it in a milkshake if I want to have like a milkshake or something from a shop or a cafe. I prefer lactose-free milk if I'm going to have like... Where you're going to actually have the milk and be able to taste the milk. I like lactose-free because I don't find it as thick as almond milk. So like if I'm going to have a cereal, it's with lactose-free. Or if I'm going to have like... I'm trying to think of what else I would have the lactose free with. I don't know. Let's just say I was making a milkshake at home or whatever. Yeah, I'll do lactose free. I can cook with normal milk, which is the weirdest thing ever. I can cook with lactose milk, like in a cake or in a recipe that requires milk. But yeah, if I have to drink it, goodbye. Same with how I can have ice cream. Like I can't have it like a punnet of it, but like... You know, I can have a decent bowl of it. Soy milk I used to drink because that's all you could get at cafes, but I'm so glad that's not the only thing anymore because I hate soy milk. The aftertaste for most of the brands, some of them you can kind of avoid the aftertaste, but I actually reckon it contributed to like certain pockets of my body gaining fat. Like my chest, I remember when I started drinking soy milk, whatever shape my chest was in beforehand, I definitely gained more fat in those areas. Like, it definitely looked more like breasts. And, yeah, it was like... I mean, they're still, like, shapely now. But, like, when I started drinking soy milk, that's where it all started going. And I was like, oh my god, like, they weren't this bad before. Because I drank soy milk for, like... So I started needing to drink it when I started working at my first job. My first full-time job. So that's 2007. That's when I started realizing that normal milk and normal coffee was making me feel gross. And I was drinking it for probably at least 4 or 5 years. Because lactose-free, I think you could buy the containers of it at the Coles or Woolies, but no cafe would stock it. And they didn't bring almond milk into the mix for at least another 5 to 10 years after I started drinking soy. And it was hard to get. Like, it was really hard. Cafes... You were considered like an artisan cafe if you had anything but soy or lactose. But now, most if not all places do a lactose free. Most if all places do an almond. And you sometimes will see other variations of nut milk. Nut milk. Like I've seen cashew milk and some like the fancy ones, like the artisan cafes. But yeah, it does taste like bin juice. It's disgusting.
Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
But it can really fuck with your hormones. I don't know. I'm not a science person. I'm obviously not a nutritionist and don't take what I say to face value. Take it to face value only. But like when people would have like soy meat alternatives and soy milk and stuff to be vegan or whatever, like it's not good for your hormones. It really isn't. It really fucks with your hormones. And that's probably why I was growing bloody breasts more than I already had. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Alright, so what do I need to do next? I've done... How many world quests? One. Only one. Okay. So we're going to pick the best world quests. We're going to do skywriting, because that's 4 quests we can knock out. We're going to do... clouds. That looks easy. Into shadows. I'm just looking for like really easy things to do. Yeah, we'll do that one. We don't want to do pet ones because I really can't be bothered doing pet battles. So we've done 6 so far. That we can slay some kobolds. That's easy. That one we can do as well. Alright, we've got 9 quests. That's enough. We only need 9. Dunel's kindness. Okay, we can go there.
We will triumph. We are all.
I love the flight mechanism of this place. The little airships, the mini ones. They're so cute. I don't want one as a mount, but I like riding them in this area. And there's a big one over there. Oh, goodness me. My body feels sore, and I've done nothing to warrant it. Like, I've done no exercise. I have not done any heavy lifting. I've stretched through the day and moved around through the day. But that's probably it. You want it as a mount? Yeah. I've got a pirate ship that I got from the battle pass that you can do every month. I think that's how I got it anyway. Can't remember. It's been a while now.
Shadows continue to gather where we least expect them.
Board the skiff. Okay.
Strike them down.
Cool, we'll do
The
that.
Emperor rewards the faithful.
Alright, who am I killing? What am I killing? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Such a weird quest because you can't really see your targets very well. Like, you know that they're there, but you can't really see if you're hitting them or not. Bloody void beasts, get the fuck off me. There we go. Oh, I was going to say, don't let me fall, you bastards. Alright, so that's already one down. Let's go to skywriting.
You carry your torch, you light the city.
You carry a torch, you light the city. There is one quest I've been on this entire expansion, and I'm still nowhere near finishing it. I can't even remember what you get from it. I think you get like a transmog item or a gear item, but you basically get like drops from all the Nerubian mobs. You get like a certain amount, but you're going to have to collect 1,500 of them, and then after you get the 1,500 items, you then have to do another one for blood from different creatures, and it's going to take me forever to finish it, because I don't go and just kill Nerubians every time I play. It's actually so stupid.
I'm out of range.
It's like, what am I doing all day? I'm not killing thousands of them a day. I mean, I guess it's one of those, if you want it badly enough, you'll do it properly, but like, still. Alright, where's the flying quest? Skywriting is such an easy world quest to do. Has been ever since the whole Dragonflight expansion.
It is an excellent day for a race. Come fly with us.
Come fly with me. It's the only time that I do the dragon riding flying anyway, or the sky riding. I tend to like normal flying when I'm just playing PvE. Only because I end up landing in spots I don't want to land, or the momentum's not fast enough, and so my character ends up falling to the ground anyway. Whoa, did we get it? No, we didn't. Come on, quick, quick, quick. Not that I'm trying to beat the time, but like, I would like to not fail completely. And for those that have done this, it is possible to fail. I have done it many times in this sort of quest line. Especially when you hit a snag on a tree or a house or something. Oh my god, under a house? Are you kidding me? I do like the Arathi architecture. They do build a good building. Oh my god, dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. Whoa! I have to just look at the center of the screen or else I get really dizzy. Oops. There, see? I just hit a snag there. Bronze? Oh, silver. Okay.
I can see that the two of you
I'm not
will
going to
soon
be mad at
formidable
getting silver there.
competitors.
That was good. Considering I hit a couple of snags, like, that's cool. Alright, where are we going next? We're going to the Ringing Deeps. Sounds good to me. Where could have had it all? Ringing in the deep. You had my heart and soul. Oh, I don't want to go to the office tomorrow. I just want to work from home. Why do I have to do it? I get so whingy on a Thursday night and a Sunday night because they're my two pre-office days. Of the days before my office days. I'm just like, meh.
In the darkness.
Fridays aren't bad compared to Mondays. I really just don't enjoy Mondays as a day in general. The Fridays are okay because casual clothes, everyone's in casual. It's a bit fun. The day does go a bit faster because it's the end of the week. So, like, I can fuck with Fridays, but I really wish I could just drop the Monday and just have Friday only. And then I could actually be someone that might actually say I enjoy going into the office on a Friday. But it's the knowledge of the, then I've got Monday to go. Ugh. And it's not cheap to do it either. Like, I have to put petrol in my car in the morning because I forgot to do that today. And my parking vouchers cost me $18 a day, which, thankfully, because I'm only doing it twice a week, it's not, like, the most expensive thing. It would be if I was doing it all 5 days. But I've justified it as it would be cheaper than me going to the office 5 days with the train, so therefore it's allowed. Even though the logic doesn't match, it works in my warped sensibility. It's like girl math. I can do the girl math about it any day.
Clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals.
Oh my god, I just
Get
saw
up
my
there
high school
and
is
gather
inviting me
some.
to the 60th year anniversary of the school's existence. I'm not going to it. I'm going to send it to my sister because she went to the co-ed version of my school. So I'm going to send it to her and be like, hey, let's go together. She's going to either think I'm drunk, high, or obviously kidding. Because there is no fucking way I've got school spirit to want to go to a 60th anniversary of a high school that I don't care about. And I'm sure she feels exactly the same way. Even though I don't think her school experience was as bad as mine. A, she went to the co-ed version, and I think she actually came out of it, like, feeling somewhat adjusted. But I came out of it traumatized. And very less Catholic than I started. More gay, less Catholic. It's so funny that I can do this without skywriting. It's just like, haha, watch me get the clouds on normal flying.
Nicely done. We'll put those minerals to good use.
Ooh, her voice is very, like, good use. A little bit, I don't want to say sexy, but a little bit sensual. Yeah, because I don't know, I like fast flying or the skywriting when you're going from, like, say if I was at the bottom of the Eastern Kingdoms and I wanted to fly to the Undercity, then yeah, that's fine, because fast flying will make it easy, because you can definitely dip and flow and get your momentum. But if I'm just going from here to point to B to C to D, I don't want fast flying. I just want the normal one. I don't care that it's slower, like all those people that play and go, oh my god, but you're flying so slow. Cool. That's
It is
nice.
an excellent day for a race. Come fly with us.
I didn't ask the people's opinion, but yeah, that's nice. But yeah, I hate it. I hate it as a short-term flight option. So I'm glad they've given you the choice, because in War Within you didn't get the choice originally. It wasn't until they started to plan for this one that they decided to make it a standard feature to change. So you've got the you've been benefacted by the fact that you are playing it later than when it first came out. This is what I mean by quality of life. They added all these things for the War Within, so now Dragonflight gets the benefits, which is so good. And like your shared reputation, like if you do if you're doing the rep grinding on multiple characters, they all share it in the War Within and Dragonflight. So they're starting to unlock it for past expansions as they go as well. But for now, it's really just up Shadowlands onwards. Shares a warband faction reputation gain or whatever it is. I love the music though during these quests, these skywriting quests. It's such like adventure-y music.
Excellent work.
Yay! Did we get gold?
You will soon beat the
Silver?
rival competitors.
Gold! Yay, bitch! Alright, and we unlocked this special achievement quest, which I hate, but we're going to do it. Because it gets us some good items. So basically in this expansion, if you do... Oh, I got bronze on all of them. Cool. If you do... There's certain unlocks you can do on a map per week, and once you do enough world quests you can unlock the special assignment and you can go and complete that. But I don't know if I can get a raid group to do it. Let's see if I can find a raid group. Oh, where do I go for it? Oh, have I gone to the wrong spot? Ah, yeah, motherfucker. Of course I have. Because, you know, it wouldn't be me if I didn't go flying to the wrong area. I have to go around the bend. So this is very much like the Dwarven Cavern zone. Very pretty, even though it's an underground cave. I've got to say, they actually did it pretty well, considering it's an expansion where 3 of the zones are underground. They actually did very well to make it very unique per zone, or per area. Like, they all have their own identity, the zones, which is amazing, considering. Because you would think that you would just make it like... they're all underground, so they all look the same. Let's start a group. Fuck it. Oh no, I can't do that yet. Alright, cool. Where's this person? Oh, there they are. What are we killing? Do I just kill anything? I think I can. Because I'm strong. I got my strong hand. Alright. So that's fine. Oh, does that not do anything? Okay. That's fine. What has he killed that I can loot? Anything? I need to target something first. Well then target it, bitch. Stop telling me what you're gonna do and just do it.
I can't attack that target.
I can't attack that target.
I need a target.
just realised I didn't have dinner. I wasn't in the mood for it. I didn't have any. So I'm going to go all night without it, and I'm going to have a flatter stomach in the morning because of it. Hopefully. Holy power willing. Oh, did I get the... Yay! Love it. Love that journey for you. I didn't buy any snacks the last time I went to the Coles because I knew that I would buy too many. So I was like, you don't have no snacks. The closest thing I have to a snack is I've got cheese. I can just have a slice of cheese. Which, yum. I do like a slice of cheese, but it's not the kind of snack you'd go yay for. Oh, and I can have a spoonful of peanut butter, because I've got that too. Spoonful of peanut makes the medicine go round. Alright, we're gonna go and actually complete this quest now, because, like, I've been doing all this shit and not actually doing the quest.
Next destination, the Shadow Scene. Be ready for whatever's down
Enter.
there.
See, pairing up with people just makes life so quick and easy.
Shadows and chaos are
And now I've unlocked a great slot because I did outdoor activities. Yay, bitch! Alright, thanks guys. I'm not going to say thank you. I'm just going to leave. That was my acceptance or thank you. Alright, so we've done the special assignment, which I don't know if that counts as a world quest, but fuck it. It's good. We've got an item. We've got a bag. Yeah, baby. Detachable fang. What's that? That's a trinket. And that's a good trinket. So what does that replace? Yeah, get rid of the stupid candle. Yeah, goodbye candle. Goodbye my candle. Goodbye my friend. Don't know why that song came to my head, but we'll take it. Maybe it's the delirium of not having dinner, even though I'm not hungry. Alright, we're gonna go to Dornagal. Actually, we're gonna sell some shit first.
I have many wares.
Goodbye, my lover. Now that song's in my head. Yeah, we don't need any of that shiz anymore. That's my legendary. Don't need that anymore in my bags. I can always change that. Alright, where are we going? We're going to Dornagal. No problems, Eva. Thanks for the chats. It's good to have you here, as usual. I'll obviously be playing games with you tomorrow. Have a good sleep and get a good rest. I'm probably not far off it myself. I'll probably go and take myself to bed in the next 20. And yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Sleep well, and yeah, have a good rest. You need your energy for tomorrow night. Yes, good sleep for both of us, please. Night-night.
Moss wolves play a vital role in the upkeep of Dornegal. Water them and help eliminate the pests that burden them.
Punt the pests. I love that they're called, actually says punt the pests. Back in the day, we would have just used the word punt as a humorous term. It's such a weird concept that we're watering sheep. But the quest calls for it, so we gotta water them. Oh, that's already been watered. Pest to punt on its own. Alright, one more of each done. Did I disappoint you or let you down? Now I've got that song in my head. Bloody hell.
Splendid work. The moss wolves look quite content, and our lawns look as well kept as ever.
Fallside Outpost needs someone to scale the falls to find you.
Alright, I think we might call it a night on the stream. It's getting a little bit on the quiet end, which is all good, and I probably need to force myself to go to sleep soon enough anyway. So thanks to Eva for coming along tonight. If anybody's watching this after the fact, thank you for watching. We'll be on tomorrow night for Fortnite and DVD with Eva. We'll do a collab stream again. And we'll go from there. Other than that, have a good night and talk to you soon. Stay safe. Bye.